1.
Good evening and welcome to the June 3rd, 2024 meeting of the Templeton Economic Development and Industrial Corporation at Town Hall, 160 Patriots Road. We're going to do a pledge of allegiance. I'll take that lead, and we have 2 items on the agenda, and we'll discuss no other items that are not on the agenda. I'll lead the pledge if you don't mind.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible.
And vote on action to be taken. A meeting law complaint filed by a Mr. Bob May, our fellow colleague here on the corporation, Mr. Mike Kaplis, has drafted a response, and I'd like to turn the microphone over to Mike and say, what did I say? I confused Mike Kaplis with
Mike Kaplis is in this anyway, because he's the guy who signed the original.
For the record, I confused Michael Curry with John Kaplis.
John would not be upset.
Apologies. Oh, okay. Well, apologies to all. I deeply apologize. Mike, would you take the microphone away from me quickly, please?
I absolutely would. Thank you.
very
If it would, Mr. Chair, if it would please the corporation, what I've done is I've taken a look at the complaint and I broke it down. I did a lot of the research to basically say, do we fall under this complaint? And based on not only chapter 121 C, edicts are created by an act of the legislature. I believe you also had under section 3 of 121.
Yes, sir.
Would act as a public body, but also under the open meeting law, under what constitutes a public body. I believe it's under chapter 238. We are designated as special municipal employees as the corporation. So with that background, I said we should respond to it. We are under the authority of the open meeting law. And so what I did was I took Mr. May's complaint, and in the middle of the comparison and analysis page that you have on page 1, where's yours? Oh, here.
Oh,
Didn't hand it
thank
to you. The complaint allegations were basically twofold. Item 1, the legitimacy of the EDIC. The complaint argues that the Templeton EDIC has not been properly certified and has been operating under an incorrect banner, EDIC-C, the last C meeting committee. And then meeting conduct allegations improve improper membership representation at the meeting, inaccuracies, and meeting documentation, namely the EDIC-C again. And that because of the number 1, number 2 exists. Under the analysis, before I get to the analysis, I want to jump back to the top. I went under the authority to create the EDIC. As I had said, arguing Article 7 at the recent town meeting, Mass General Law, Chapter 121C, Section 3, grants municipalities the authority to create EDIC. This section mandates that the select board can organize an EDIC if there is a need due to unemployment or economic challenges. And the order, the next Templeton 2017 order, the select board established the Templeton EDIC under this authority, detailing its mission, composition, responsibilities, thus adhering to statutory requirements. Authority to approve projects. So there's the discussion that town meeting does that, and I understand the confusion between section 3 and section 6. The establishment of the EDIC is per the statute by the select board. The authority to approve projects is back to the municipality. So once we have done our due diligence and we have created the economic development plan, we will hold hearings. We will draft warrant articles or otherwise. We will have a published product that then we would then present to back to the municipality. So under Mass General Law, Chapter 121C, Section 6, it specifies that economic development projects proposed by the EDIC, got to have somebody doing the action, must be reviewed and approved by the municipality. And that's all outlined within our 2017 order. This ensures alignment with local development goals. And in the 2017 order, this aligns with this section by establishing a framework for project approval, ensuring the EDIC's initiatives are consistent with both local and state economic development objectives. We did, by town meeting, also not only did we have the community agree with the necessity for this, but we had there was a change. I believe it was the difference between the 2017 order. I just want to get the acronym right. Massachusetts Office of Business Development, and it needed to be the Executive Office of Housing and Livable Communities. So under the analysis, certification and legitimacy, the Templeton EDIC was created following the legal framework provided by 121C Section 3. Any administrative oversight such as incorrect banners do not inherently invalidate the legitimacy if the statutory process was followed. Meeting and documentation. While the EDIC's establishment is legitimate, administrative errors in documentation need to be corrected to ensure transparency and compliance with open meeting law requirements. Specifically, my town government, we were listed as Economic Development Industrial Corporation Committee. That's easy to change, and as you will see, I have then taken those findings and drafted a proposed response to Mr. May, which highlight everything I said in a little bit more context, and then what we can do moving forward, meeting documentation, corrective actions, and then a conclusion. I did have under Section 1 of the proposed letter, certification and formation, I did have an optional section that you see there, and I basically talk about that difference between EOHLC and MOBD. That warrant article 7 basically says, does Templeton agree that there's economic conditions like that the select board also identified, and further to finish certifying, and it says right there in the Article 7, for further certification by the Executive Office of Housing and Livable Communities. That's not for the creation of, it's for the further certification to be able to exercise everything else that we had laid out in that 2017 order. I think it's good to add that context into it because it really paints the entire picture all the way from 2017 through everything that we've done legitimately, your appointment, my appointment, everybody's appointment. Lori, were you able to?
She did not.
Okay.
Okay.
I just, what I had asked Lori to, in preparation for the meeting, I just want to make sure that we had the dates that we were all appointed by the select. We can add that in to say, again, the allegation was you're not an EDIC, so you can't be appointed to it. The select board can't appoint you to something that doesn't exist. And I just basically wanted to provide that further context to say, Vicky was appointed on such and such a date. In my other role, I do remember you coming to the board and we appointed you. So I think that context basically gives you the entire picture. Because this addressed the May 6th meeting, I did also include some context for membership and attendance. I acknowledged that there were inconsistencies in labeling, and that we would move forward, making sure that we had correct training and documentation moving forward. Under corrective actions, conduct a confirmation of the formation and certification process of the EDIC to in full compliance with legal requirements completed. Well, I say completed, the full certification process with EO HLC. Clarifying, officially confirm the membership of the EDIC completed. Correct and reissue any inaccurately labeled materials in discussion with Lori that is in progress, if not already completed. We may have a set of minutes that we need to amend to drop the word committee. And then provide additional training to all EDIC members on open meeting law requirements to prevent future violations. The conclusion would read, this is on behalf of the chair of the EDIC to Bob May. We appreciate your vigilance in ensuring compliance with the open meeting law and your dedication to transparency. Your feedback is crucial in helping us maintain the highest standards of public service. Should you have any further questions or require additional information, please do not hesitate to contact me directly. Although we will comply with the OML Office of the Massachusetts Attorney General, we will consider this matter closed. And it's up to the appeal process at that point to move. OML Attorney General's office can further, open it to say, you violated it and here are our actions. And at that time, we can address it. But that's what I had for the corporation today.
Letter well written, submitted, read, summarized very well. Thanks, Mr. Curry.
Thank you.
Liz or Vicky, or any questions, comments, edits, proposed to the correspondence? Please take some time.
Yeah.
I see you're all reading it. Please feel free to do so.
But we are within our statutory requirements by talking about this at least within 14 days of the, so we're on track. So even if we needed to tweak something based on your feedback, we've got the time to do it.
Well noted, so noted for the minutes, and we will be in compliance with the 14th day. I'm sorry. You think you're good? Okay, thanks, Liz. Vicky,
I agree. Thank you for drafting this.
thank you very much for doing this. I think it's excellent response letter.
Okay. I mentioned, Mr. Chair, that I do the research and otherwise, and I look at similar complaints. This one was hard to find some precedent. You can go to the AG site and you can look at years of OML complaints. The one thing that I'd highlight in the response from the AG saying, we agree or we disagree, here's what we recommend, or the matter is closed. It was always addressed to either the town council or the chair or whoever provided that response. So for discussion, we haven't, we'll take all the steps necessary. I think we're a good corporation and we'll move forward to find town council, come up with an agreement with the town to share the town council already specified by the town, and we would pay our own bills. This would be sent to Mr. May and CC to the AG, they have a specific OML email address as signed by you, or we could take this and ask the town to also draft it through town council. It's up to us. I've seen it done both ways.
I truly believe that we are our own independent organization, and the bottom line is that we need to start acting as such. I would ask the other members to consider CC's additional to town administrator and town council's courtesy to keep them in the loop, because these corporations
That's a great idea.
are separate. These two corporations should be communicating on things, and we do have to go through planning procedures and for economic development projects and take them to the leadership of the community. So we should make sure we always have an open door communication. It's the only suggestion in that letter, honestly.
Change the TA over to the select board because it's really the select board.
There you go.
Who's our
Well
appointing
said. Who's our appointing authority? I agree wholeheartedly. So we can see the select board and obviously the town administration, see all correspondence and the town. Yes, well said. Well said.
Yeah. Yes, so. Yes, moving forward from here, we take care of this. On, I think a different night, different agenda. Anything else that we need to be doing, different thing. All right, to discuss that.
Okay.
So on that point, yes, and the procedure has been that if members want something on the agenda, they basically, some have sent an email to me, some sent an email to Lauren, and Lauren CC's the chair, not the person, and it's a good procedure. So, and then I basically say, Lauren, yeah, put it on. Remember, want something on the agenda, we just put it on, because there's nothing in government that can't be discussed by people. Except the exceptions on the meeting, blah, 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 blah.
But just like I said,
Excellent
moving
point.
forward,
Moving forward.
different night.
Yep, for a different evening. With that, I look for a motion to accept the letter with the friendly amendment as offered to Ronald Alden, and a suggestion that we CC select board in council.
Recommended response. Yes, right, the recommended response.
The recommended
and for the
response.
chair to sign.
Right, and for the chair to sign. So however, how you want to put those words together. Because I bumbled it and make a motion second, and we can discuss it, I guess, legitimately. How's that?
Do you want to make a motion or do you want?
Sure. I move to accept the recommended response as edited to add the town administrator and town council on the CC line.
Second?
Select board,
Select-
thank you.
Thank you,
Town
Chair.
council.
Right. Who wants the second?
Second.
Okay, so motion, thank you, Vicky, for the motion. Thank you, Liz, for the second in discussion of the motion, now that it's literally on the table.
I think this was very well done. It lays everything out. Hopefully there won't be any open questions coming out of this. And thank you.
The optional part, add that.
Yes.
Yes.
please.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
So Liz, you're all set with comments, discussion? Mike, any other? Then I'll go to Vicky.
I think we have our
Go ahead.
own, Steve created letterhead. So, I'll just, if Steve's watching or, I'll send a text to Steve if he can send us the letterhead if I don't have it already, and I'll prepare this
Sure.
for your signature. Are you good with electronic signature?
If it comes in Adobe sign, something like
Yes.
that. Yes.
Yes, I'm good
Even
with
this old
that.
Relic is able to do that, yes.
All right, I will do that.
And if for some reason there's a glitch, I can be here tomorrow or Wednesday.
Yeah.
So just letting you know, is this, I always like that.
Okay.
So, anything else for me?
Nope.
Vicky?
No.
No, we're good. I'll look for motions on, I'll look for a vote. I'll do a roll call. So I'm left to right on the motion on the table. Liz?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Vicky?
Yes.
The chair votes aye or yes to make it unanimous. The only other issue we have on the agenda is adjournment, and I'm looking for a motion and a second for adjournment.
So moved.
Mike makes the motion. Who makes the second?
Second.
Liz makes the second. All in favor, Liz?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Vicky?
Yes.
Ron makes the